At first glance, you might think it's just luck. Some folks live well into their 90s, sharp as a tack, walking unaided, laughing like they did at 40. Others seem to fade just after 70, slowing down fast, minds getting cloudy, energy slipping away like water through fingers. So what gives? Is it genes? Is it fate? Or is there something more, visible? Believe it or not, the signs are there. You don't need a fancy test or expensive scan. You just have to look. And if you know what to look for, you can get a pretty clear picture of how many good years you've got left. The good news? Most of these signs can be changed. The bad news? Most people ignore them until it's too late. Let's start with the one you can't fake: your walking speed. Sounds odd, doesn't it? But how fast you walk is one of the strongest indicators of how long you'll live. Studies have shown that people over 70 who naturally walk faster, without being forced, tend to outlive their slower peers by years. It's not just about moving your legs. Fast walkers usually have stronger hearts, better lung capacity, healthier brains, and fewer hidden illnesses. So if you're strolling like a snail and chalking it up to age, think again. Your body might be trying to tell you something. Now don't panic. You don't need to be sprinting marathons. But pay attention to your pace. If walking across the room feels like a chore, or if others often pass you by, that's not just aging, it's a red flag. The fix? Move more, every day. Even a daily 15-minute walk can slowly turn things around. The body, even past 70, can still be trained. Then there's grip strength. No, this isn't about opening pickle jars. Your hand grip is surprisingly connected to your overall health. A weak grip has been linked to heart problems, early death, and even dementia. Why? Because your muscles reflect what's happening inside your body. If your strength is fading, it might mean your organs are too. Try this. Grab something with both hands, a tennis ball, a rolled-up towel, anything. Squeeze, hard. Feel the power, or lack of it. If your hands tremble or tire quickly, that's a sign. Now here's the twist. Grip strength can be rebuilt. Light hand exercises, squeezing stress balls, even small weights can help. And it's not just your hands that improve. Your entire health can follow. Next, look at your posture. Stand in front of a mirror. Are your shoulders hunched? Is your head poking forward? Are you stooped, like you're carrying an invisible backpack? That posture isn't just about appearance. It tells a deeper story. Poor posture puts pressure on your lungs, your spine, your joints. It reduces blood flow to the brain. Over time, it's not just a slouch. It becomes a slow collapse. But again, it's not irreversible. Daily stretches, seated yoga, simple core exercises. They can realign your body, open your chest, lift your head. And people who walk tall, who move with ease, tend to age slower. There's pride in posture, but there's also life in it. The fourth sign is your social circle. Now stay with me, because this one surprises people. Loneliness isn't just sad, it's deadly. Seniors who feel isolated are at a higher risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even earlier death. And it's not about how many people you know. It's about how connected you feel. Do you have someone to call when you're scared? Someone to laugh with? Someone who checks on you? If you're spending most of your days alone with no real connection, it chips away at you. Humans are built for bonds. And after 70, connection becomes even more vital. The brain stays sharper. The heart beats stronger. The will to live, quite literally, grows. Even short daily chats, joining a local club, volunteering at a community center, it all counts. If you've pulled back from people over the years, It's not too late to lean back in. Now we come to one of the trickiest signs to notice in yourself: your attitude toward life. Do you wake up with curiosity or with dread? Do you see new days as opportunities or obstacles? That internal voice, the one that guides your thoughts, it matters more than you think. A positive mindset is linked with lower stress, stronger immunity, and yes, longer life. People who expect good things often find them. They move more, eat better, take care of themselves, and when setbacks come, they recover faster. So ask yourself, are you still dreaming, planning, laughing, or have you mentally packed your bags? If you've fallen into a rut of gloom, you're not stuck there. Start small. Write down one thing you're grateful for each morning. Find one thing that makes you laugh each day. Speak kindly to yourself. Your thoughts are like seeds. Water the ones you want to grow. We've talked about 5 signs already, but the 6th is perhaps the most obvious and the most ignored. Your daily habits, what you eat, how much you sleep, whether you smoke or drink too much. These little choices, repeated over time, carve the path ahead. Seniors who sleep well, eat fresh food, and avoid toxic habits often feel younger than their age. Their bodies work better, their minds stay sharp, and their futures stretch longer. If you're eating processed junk every day, skipping sleep, smoking a pack a day, it catches up. Not all at once, but slowly, surely. And once it does, reversing it gets harder. But if you start today, yes, even at 70 or 80, you can change direction. Swap out one unhealthy habit. Drink more water. Cut back on sugar. Go to bed an hour earlier. The body is waiting for your signal. It just needs a little help. Now you might be thinking, well, I've got 3 of these signs, maybe 4. What does that mean? It means you've got work to do. But it also means there's hope. Because these aren't prophecies, they're signals. And the earlier you notice them, the better chance you have at rewriting your future. When you walk, walk like you've got somewhere to be. When you grip, grip like life's still in your hands. When you stand, stand like you matter, because you do. All right, let's keep going. Now that you know the 6 signs, let's talk about what they actually reveal. Not just about your future, but about the story your body's been telling all along. Think of them like road signs. Each one points to where you're headed, but also how to turn around. Let's start with walking speed again, because here's the kicker. Slowing down isn't just about muscle. It's about coordination, balance, even brain function. When your walking pace drops, it often means your central nervous system is struggling. The signals between your brain and body are delayed, like a phone call with a bad connection. That's why seniors who walk faster tend to live longer. Their systems are more connected, more efficient. It's not about hustle, it's about harmony. So if you're still moving well, keep it up. Add a few minutes to your walk each week. Take the stairs when you can. Dance in the kitchen. If walking is already hard, start with seated leg lifts or hold onto a counter while stepping side to side. Movement is medicine, and it doesn't need to be fancy to be effective. Grip strength tells an even deeper story. Think of it like the battery meter on your phone. When your grip is strong, your body has energy to spare. When it's weak, your reserves are low. That's why grip strength predicts so many outcomes, from hospital stays to long-term survival. It's like your body whispering, "I'm tired, I'm slipping." But here's the hopeful part. Muscle memory is real. You can rebuild strength, even in your 70s and 80s. Start by squeezing a small ball during TV time. Try lifting light soup cans or water bottles. As your hands get stronger, so does your heart. So does your confidence. And confidence, my friend, is half the battle. Now posture, that quiet, constant signal, says so much without a word. If your spine is curling, your ribs can't expand. Your lungs get less air. Your brain gets less oxygen. Over time, this makes everything harder. Memory, movement, even mood. A stooped posture can cause a kind of internal shrinking, like your body's slowly closing the curtain. But if you stretch every day, lift your chest, roll back your shoulders, you're telling your body, I'm still here. I still want to be upright. There's pride in that. There's dignity in refusing to fold. Social connection might seem less physical, but its effects are just as real. Did you know loneliness activates the same brain centers as physical pain? It wears you down in silence, raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system. So when we say people die of loneliness, it's not poetic, it's biological. But there's always time to reach out. Even a short phone call can light up your brain like sunshine. Join a book club, take a class, visit a neighbor, and if you're shy or out of practice, start small. One smile, one conversation. Relationships aren't built in a day, but they start in a moment. Now let's revisit your mindset, that quiet narrator in your head. It shapes your days more than any doctor ever could. If you constantly tell yourself you're old, tired, used up, your body listens. It obeys. But if you feed it hope, if you remind it of joy, it starts to respond. There was a study once, 2 groups of seniors, same age, same health. One group lived in a setting designed to remind them of their youth. Music, decor, even clothes from decades earlier. The result? Their health improved. Vision, hearing, posture, all because their minds believed they were younger. That's how powerful attitude is. So try this. Imagine a future. Picture yourself 2 years from now, stronger, healthier, happier. What do you see? What are you doing? Who are you with? Now ask yourself, what would that version of you thank you for starting today? Lastly, your daily habits. These are the bricks that build or break your future. One cigarette might not matter. One skipped meal. One bad night's sleep. But string them together, and you're carving a road you'll regret walking. The beauty is, habits work both ways. Drink more water today, and your joints move better tomorrow. Cut down on sugar, and your energy rises. Go to bed earlier, and your brain clears. You don't need to overhaul everything. Just choose one thing to do better today than you did yesterday. And here's something nobody tells you. Your body doesn't want to give up. It's been fighting for you since the day you were born. Healing, adjusting, protecting you in a million invisible ways. If you give it half a chance, it'll keep fighting. So maybe you looked in the mirror today and saw the wrinkles, the stoop, the thinning hair. Maybe you felt the ache in your knees, the fog in your thoughts, the weight of time. But hear this. That mirror only shows your reflection, not your potential. Those 6 signs? They're not verdicts. They're invitations to fight, to care, to live. And here's the twist I promised. You've been looking at these signs thinking they're warnings of the end. But what if they're not? What if they're reminders that it's not over, that you still have choices to make, days to shape, a future to live? If you've made it this far in the video, I'll tell you something funny. Most people who watch health videos stop at the 5-minute mark. So if you're still here, odds are, you've already proven you've got something the others don't. Curiosity, hope, grit, maybe even a little rebellion. So go ahead. Walk a little faster today. Squeeze that stress ball like it owes you money. Stand up straight, call an old friend, dream up something ridiculous. You're not done yet.